Welcome to Letty Speaks, where we turn pain into passion and find meaning through experience. Every day is a new day to find joy in the moment and live life abundantly. We speak and we listen and we don't take it lightly. Let's jump in and see what Spirit has to say. Welcome to Letty Speaks, and Happy New Year. I believe this is my second reading for the year, and I wanted to take a peek down 2004 lane, see what's coming up in the energies for this year. So I have it laid out for the whole year. So we'll go month by month and take a look at the energies, any specifics around those energies, and any advice moving through each month. And so thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. If you're returning, welcome back. I hope this is entertaining to watch. I hope it's also something that's valuable. Something that's insightful as well. Go ahead and like, share, comment. That does help to grow the channel. And so I appreciate you being here and allowing me to speak into your life. I don't take it lightly. And just a bit of a disclaimer here before we go in. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and get started. And so we're going to start off, of course, we're in January. So this is going to be from January 17th through February 17th, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you allowing me to speak into your life. I don't take it lightly. All right, so for starters, we have the month of January. And here on this card, we kind of have a man that's chilled out. It's almost like a Santa hat on top of his head. Icebergs coming, freezing off of his face, right? It's pretty cold this month, and so it kind of depicts the weather in this time of the year. And so let's find out what type of energies or what type of things will be coming towards us, what type of things or energies we can expect to see starting from now through this time next month. And this is for the month of January. So this could, in fact, be things that you're already experiencing. So this month brings in risky business, I'll say that, but it brings in success. January may already feel very successful as we're heading into this new year. January may in fact consist of a new journey that you're entering on, which sounds very familiar because we tend to start new things at the beginning of the year or make some type of promise to ourselves or some type of venture to improve ourselves. And so this month I'm getting the energy of a new journey. It could be physical. This could also be something mental that you are challenging yourself to tackle. It could even come in as something a little risque, something outside of the norm where you're taking a chance. This is definitely something that brings in a lot. I feel like it's bringing in a lot of attention because it's something that's very unique. I'm getting that energy with Peacock here. With Carriage and Tiger, that's the energy of starting something new, taking risks, you know, heading on a new, into a new direction, or heading towards a new type of journey. And when it's all said and done, though, this success card tells me that whatever that is, you can expect a level of success. If you put your all into it, if you commit to it and don't quit, success is guaranteed. There is a warning coming in here. It's not to be too cocky, right? Whatever this is, this could be something that draws a lot of attention, that makes you feel kind of on top of the world as you're doing this, and you're being guided not to really get too much into your ego with this. So let's get some more information. So immediately with the Star card, I feel like this is something around wish fulfillment. This could, in fact, be something that you have been waiting for the opportunity, for the doors to open so that you can step into it. I have the Star here that gives that wish fulfillment energy, but I also have the Three of Swords, which tells me that there has been a level of disappointment up to this point. That may very well be the motivation. The Three of Swords could actually be motivation that you're using, or that is causing, causing you to be a little bit more excited about this success, about this win. With the Knight of Swords as well, it's almost like that energy that's showing you how this can be accomplished. It's having clarity on how things need to go in order to accomplish this level of success. And with the Ten of Cups, having the balance and the fulfillment around it, whatever this is. And so January is very much a inspired month where you find yourself possibly like off to a really good start. You know, it's almost like you have set in your mind like what it is that you want to accomplish this year, and you have kind of worked it out in ways that that can happen, right? Kind of taking a look at things that didn't work out in the past, using that as a resource as well. How to avoid those traps as you move forward towards this goal. And this could very well be something that you've wanted for a while. And January is bringing in that opportunity. I do feel very much like this is heavy mental energy. So this could very well be something that you're concocting in your mind, you know, and you see it clearly. But it could also, for some of you, be something that you set out on the path to do. You've actually stepped out to do it as well. So let's see if there's any advice for January. So we have change and worth. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't feel like there's a lot of ego necessary here. Well, Spirit is saying that this is not something where the ego is needed. So make sure that there is the awareness around the ego, and don't allow yourself to be swelled up in your ego. As a matter of fact, the change that's coming in is something that's coming about because there's the realization that there's no need to feel like you need to be led egoically. or that you have to maintain a sense of control over everything. It's almost like coming to a crossroads where you've released everything, and now that you've released it, everything is just kind of flowing and falling into place. So this could very well be a change from 2023 and 2022. That is being seen in the physical. This change coming in is a shift to things as you see it, as you're experiencing it. And for the month of January, Spirit actually wants you to understand your worth. You know, success is good, and it gives us really good feelings. It makes us feel really good about ourselves. But Spirit is bringing in the message for December that even without the success, Spirit wants you to know that you are still worthy, even before the level of attainment that you're about to accomplish or achieve. Understand that you are yet worthy before you even attain, without any need of having to change anything. Even though a lot of changes are coming in, your worthy is existent even before all of that takes place. And for some reason, Spirit wants you to understand that where you stand right now, before you enter in to this new season, you're already worthy. There's nothing more that you have to do in this moment. You're worthy. And so as you go into this new level, at this new season, understand that you're walking into this worthy. I don't know why Spirit wants you to know that, but that's coming through really clear. You're already worthy. And I could be speaking to someone who is a very compassionate person. You could be someone who has a deep level of affection and gives a deep level of detail and attention when it comes to giving of yourself and recognizing others. And so that's the energy for January. Some level of attainment is coming through this month. So it sounds like there's like a good start that's happening for the year of 2024. Hello, February. So this reading will be from February 17th through March 17th. And as we look at the month of February, on this month, there's almost like a animation of the wind blowing air out of its mouth. So February may end up being a little windy or winded, I'm hearing. But let's see what is coming in the month of February. Again, more energy around success. I get the feel like there are going to be things that will possibly present obstacles, but they will be overcome. They'll be overcome. And the success could possibly be around coming together into business, almost like a business partnership of some kind. All of the energy out here today is for February is around business. With Fox and Ring, this is the energy of needing to really kick in to high gear and actually put on your savvy energy as it pertains to business and gathering up everything available to you. As you go into possible partnerships around business. There could be a possible, some type of special event in February that you'll attend. It could be around business, doesn't have to be. But there's some type of exciting or some type of event that will happen in February. So February may actually be a pretty busy month. Going back to the picture on the February card, you may actually find yourself a little winded in February. Possibility of being a little overwhelmed with everything happening. The opportunity to connect, the opportunity to dig into your goodie bags when it comes to business, attending events, and just knowing that you are headed in the right direction. No matter what happens or what tries to step into your way, nothing will be able to stop you. So for our tarot cards, we have the Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Judgment. I almost feel like this is something that has been long owed to you. These opportunities, these offerings, this level of stability coming in. It could even be someone specific. This could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Energy could be heading towards you in the month of February, offering something to you. It could also be a fire sign. This could be someone that's actually very looked at in a very high light, someone prestigious, someone in high places that's looking at you. That may be coming towards you in the month of February, possibly extending an offer or an opportunity towards you. Definitely business oriented. Whoever this is someone that's looked up to in high esteem. Someone who could be very much in the spotlight in some type of way, publicly recognized. This may be someone that actually brings to your attention, like, the value that you have the potential to bring to the table, if you don't already know. And this could be someone that actually recognizes that and kind of announces that, you know, lets everyone else know, hey, this is somebody that you need to know or you need to connect with. You know, it's that kind of energy. Let's see what the advice is for the month of February. We have receiving and we have clearing. So with receiving, I feel like Spirit, the advice would be to be open. February is going to present an opportunity to do whatever it is that you do from a place that's going to allow you to be more relaxed in what it is that you do, or be more relaxed in what it is that's coming towards you. There's going to be like a flow that you'll enter into in February. And this flow may be around you just realizing more about the value that you have, the value that you bring to the table. I almost get a sense of an esteem boost, you know, that's going to cause you to enter into a stream of ease and align with the overall divine plan, right? And trust yourself more. That's the advice Spirit is guiding towards February. It's like you have not stepped into this by accident. You're supposed to be here. Whatever comes towards you in February, it looks like something really good too. And there's actually something very interesting that takes place in February. Spirit is showing me that there's going to be like a shift in how you handle things and how you perceive things. And there's going to be like a release of this energy of like ownership, right? And it's almost like releasing the idea of looking at things from your personal perspective and actually realizing that what you have, you've been given to share, right? There's a purpose for what it is that you have and what's being brought to you. And so there's kind of like a clearing that your February 17th through March 17th, that you'll have this enlightenment around that. So some type of way how you're seeing things and perceiving what it is that you have. Something around offering and releasing things to the divine, right? For the divine purpose. And so I do see quite a bit of pentacles out here. And so February may have a lot of energy coming towards you around finances, around materials, but it can actually be very purposeful. You could actually be being established in a certain way to be kind of like a resource of sorts. And the understanding that you don't have to worry with what you're given, because you'll always be given more because you're connected to source. And so your resources will never actually run out. So February is going to be a pretty interesting month with this wind. I almost feel like it's going to be busy, but there's also going to be like a wind of change that comes over you in the month of February. You may be awakened to a new way of thinking or a recognition of something that Spirit will be showing you about yourself, about what's happening around you and for you. And so February, definitely a month to be attuned to. Okay? So that's the energy for February. So let's see what's heading towards us for March. All right, and then for March, March brings a picture of kind of like flowers that are They almost seem a little tired, but it could also be as they're actually, I know some flowers actually perk up when the sun comes up, and at night they actually lean over and droop and they sleep. And so this is almost like a very relaxed state is what I'm feeling. A very relaxed state. And so let's see what comes out for March. In the month of March, so I almost feel like there's something, or there are going to be things, you know, by the time we get to March, you know, there'll be a significant amount of experiences that we've had. You know, there could be things that actually could potentially take a toll, especially if you're going and doing and starting new things and having new experiences, meeting people, connecting, right? That can potentially take a toll on you at some point in time. We wouldn't be human if it didn't. And so I feel like with elephant and chain, this is talking about that energy of kind of after you've been running for so long, then you start to kind of slow it up and kind of pace yourself out a little bit. And it's not to say that what it is that you're doing is wrong or you're doing it wrong. It's just almost like, okay, after doing it for so long, there's something that happens. There's a change. There's a slowing. You know, there's a chain of events that are starting to come into play. And this could come in as challenges. It could come in as frustration. I do have the love card here. So this could actually be in regards to connections that you have. So either there's events that are going to happen consecutively in February, that's going to cause a major effect on your life, or there's going to be things that have happened previously, a chain of events that happen that actually is, you're going to see that effect take place in February, the results of those things that happened. And so let's get some tarot cards here. For someone here, and this could be for one person, I'm hearing you could actually take a journey across the globe and meet someone with elephant, chain, and love. Now, this experience I'm getting is actually, may not actually turn out to be the way that you intended when you went in, but it actually is going to actually give you some life lessons, which is the intention of this connection. With lovers here, the Ace of Emotions, it's almost like entering into a new relationship of some kind. I also have the Hierophant and the Seven of Inspirations. The Hierophant alludes, it could talk about marriage. Yeah, in the month of March, there's going to be some type of soul attraction here with the lovers. It's almost like soulmate energy, partnerships, like sacred kinships being created here. With the Ace of Emotions adding on to that, talks about a new connection, a new relationship, or sparking of new feelings of some type. Having your heart waves read as well. And so with the love here, yeah. And so there could definitely be a new attraction coming in March. And I feel like it could possibly be a long distance, because Elephant talks about a long journey of some kind that's actually going to give some wisdom through whatever this is that's taking place. And then with the Hierophant, this could allude to some type of, in March, I don't know if you'll be engaging in some type of learning environment, or it could be going against the grain of what already has been established, doing things differently. And then being in an energy where you are able to justify why you're doing what you're doing, how you're doing it. You know, standing firm, standing your ground with the decisions that you make in March. And so I feel love coming through, new connections, travels. There's also lots of lessons coming through in March as well. Yeah. So there's going to be some challenges in March for you. A lot of things will be pulling at your attention. Some of the things will be shiny objects that may not have any substance to them, you know, but that's part of the lesson too. Some of the things that you'll be faced with in March will cause you to actually have to stand your ground and stand in your power and not be swayed. You know, it's almost like I said what I said, and that's it. Whatever that is defending your position. It could also be you in a place where you're needing to protect your inner light. And the Seven of Inspiration also may be alluding to the need to really pay attention and tune into your own energy in March. And to really draw in your source of validation from within, not looking for it outside of yourself in this month. It could also allude to the need to protect your energy as well. Protect your energy from outside influences. All right, forgive me. I always have a cough that wants to come up when I'm talking. So, but yeah, that's the energy I have for the month of March. Let's see what advice comes in for you for the month of March. So we have guidance and we have sacrifice. Yeah, I feel like this is actually aligning with the Seven of Inspiration, that energy of allowing the higher self to be the guiding force. And so that may be why you're being called to really attune to your energy and make sure where you're putting your focus and your trust is coming from within and not from an outside source. I feel like in the month of March, Spirit is definitely guiding you to be in tune with yourself, to be in tune with your higher self. Your divine intelligence is actually your foundation. And that's actually what is going to be the guiding light for you in the month of March moving forward. And then with sacrifice, Spirit is definitely bringing light to the energy of this uncomfortable feeling when it comes to surrender. And when things are being moved out of our life, how it's really serving our highest good, right? It could be releasing illusions or obsessions. It could even be releasing some type of addiction. And addiction isn't always something that's, that we would consider huge. When you say addiction, the first thing that pops in my mind is like drug addiction. But addiction can be anything. It could be addiction to TV. It could be addiction to exercising. It could be an addiction to people and relationships or sex. It could be anything. And so the month of March could be confronting that kind of energy. Spirit is asking you to watch for that kind of energy around you and within yourself as well, especially as you're bringing in all these new experiences around connections and around love, right? Sometimes with the new experiences, when we enter into new relationships, we find ourselves challenged in hidden ways, and sometimes we end up going back to old patterns as a way to cope with these new challenges that come along with connections and relationships. But Spirit is guiding you to be ahead of the game in that way and anticipate these things, right? Like really monitor where you are mentally and how you're processing things mentally. And so March is going to be a bit of a challenge. With the advice coming out in March, it could also be that the guidance is being given in this month. There is a level of being able to receive that guidance. Sometimes the guidance given may not fall in line exactly with what it is that you expect or that you want. And so it could be considered a bit of a sacrifice to give up your way in order to receive the divine's way. And so, yeah, March could be just a little challenging in many ways internally, but I do see rewards coming in March for some of you as well in terms of relationships and connections around love. So that's for March. Let's go ahead and take a look at April, and that will conclude our first quarter reading for 2024. All right, the month of April. And so April brings in a more perkiness when you look at the flowers. And so this is kind of like giving me the feel of being boosted, you know. And so the month of April talks about success coming in for you, or a successful resulting from a problem is what it's talking about. It's also talking about possibly having someone around you in April. We'll be dealing with someone who is possibly full of themselves, very boastful and arrogant, and also the need to be very cognizant around money matters. There's actually a danger around the money issue. And then there could be a compliment coming in some type of way, shape, or form. You could be being admired in the month of April. Someone could be making it known how they feel about you. But overall, I feel like April brings in the opportunity to overcome. And it could be a fall over from March. I know there were some challenges that came in March. April could offer solutions to those issues and those challenges. But of course, you know, when one challenge ends, here comes another one. And so April looks more like challenges around possibly just making sure that you don't get caught slipping, you know. Sometimes we can be triggered in different ways that cause us to do something that's out of character. I feel like that's like in line with the energy that I'm feeling. For some reason with this spread, I'm feeling like there could be someone that speaks very highly of you that could trigger someone else to actually try to pull you down off of the high horse that someone else has placed you on. But you're being tested in essence, and also tested around money matters as well. So let's look at the tarot coming in for April. And we're using our Star Tarot deck for the month of April. So the month of April could provide lessons around integrity, I feel like. You could definitely be someone very soft in the way that you handle people. That could be, you know, something that's very misguiding for people that look at you. They may actually see that as a weakness, only to come to realize that underneath that is this very firm, independent, solid, grounded energy that you possess. Also an energy of high integrity as well. And it could in fact be through this, whatever this conflict that arises in April, that you are seen in a higher light or even graduated to the next level, which with each test that comes through, there's like, when we pass them, there's like a spiritual graduation that I'm seeing here. And so April, being that it's ending the first quarter, may in fact bring back around lessons, you know, just to make sure that we've learned and we've perfected ourselves in these ways. I'm getting integrity very heavily. Integrity. So the Ten of Swords brings in the energy of, it's really low. First of all, tens talk about a completion of some kind. And when we're talking about swords, we're talking about mental energy. And so there's a mental battle that is being forged in the month of April. And this battle may very well be around integrity, being able to make the right decisions, even in difficult circumstances, still being able to hold true to what's right. Carrying a mantle, precepts, principles, being at the forefront of what you do, and not really needing a lot. This is something that you carry within yourself, and you carry it very well, very balanced. And so in the month of April, there may be just tests coming at you. It's only a test. That's what is, coming forward. It's only a test. Whether it's because somebody sees you on your, up and up, and they want to come along and try to knock you off, or whether it's, the divine just wanting to reinforce where you are and what you stand on. There's definitely dealings with people. There's definitely, being in a leadership position here with the Hierophant, being very independent, not really depending on anyone with the Nine of Pentacles, having everything you need within yourself and knowing that. And also, again, being someone of high integrity with the Justice, right? And so that could be, it could be a little intimidating depending on who it is that you're dealing with. And again, there's someone, an energy that's coming in, and I don't believe that this is your energy. It's an arrogant, boastful person that it would be challenging if you had to, for some reason, choose yourself. This person may very well see you as crossing them for choosing yourself, or for standing on business, standing with integrity, right? It's that kind of energy, a very boastful energy. And so that may be just kind of like a test coming in, just to see where you are, if you're focused. I don't know exactly how this test is going to come through, but it's definitely present in April. Let's see what the advice is. And I feel like tests always also happen. They always happen to come and awaken us to a part of ourselves that we can't see, or maybe we've forgotten about, or maybe we didn't even realize was a part of us. And sometimes it can come in through hardships, through difficulties, through issues and problems. So first of all, Spirit wants you to know that there is definitely an awakening that's going to happen for you around April. If there are areas of your life where you have been lulled to sleep, or there's like sleepiness when it comes to spirituality, there is a shaking coming in to your own instincts and your own, common sense. And this aligns with this Ten of Swords, which talks about awakening, right? It's through hardship, nevertheless, it's still awakening. The need to be awakened in some type of way, through some type of difficulty. And then letting go. Spirit is letting you know that it's under control, even though it may not feel like it. Even though if you're someone, especially if you're someone who needs to feel a sense of control, which you could be with the Nine of Pentacles here, you're someone very independent. There's the energy that's guiding you in April to release the need to control things or feel like you're in control. because it's being held together by a source higher than you. And there'll be signs letting you know that it's going to be okay, that you can release. You don't need to get your lick back, you know. You don't need to have the last word. You don't need to prove your abilities. Just let go and let things flow as they need to. So there's some type of situation in April that's going to come in the form of an issue of some kind, possibly with someone, but there's a deeper awakening within you that's going to happen through that issue. And that's for April. And that concludes the first quarter of the year. Awakening and letting go. And then I will come back tomorrow with the rest of the second quarter. Or actually, that wasn't a quarter. That was actually a trimester. So I'll come back tomorrow with the second trimester of 2024. That will conclude today's reading. Thank you for stopping by. I hope what I have shared thus far will be helpful as we move forward into this year. There's so much to look forward to. And so thank you for stopping by, and I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow. Bye.